Hi everyone, how's everyone doing? So today we're going to be talking about Eugen Steinach. Eugen Steinach is the father of HRT and gender affirming care, as one of my commenters, Green Pepper Flake, said. So we're going to dive deep into Eugen Steinach. Everything begins with hormones, endocrinology, sex, sexual development. All of these things depend on hormones, and that's something that Eugen Steinach discovered. Hormones in our bodies affect how our bodies grow, change, develop, and specifically testosterone, estrogen. And we both know that when someone has certain hormones in their body, they will develop secondary sexual characteristics, either female or male. So, this kind of makes me feel a bit queasy, but yeah, I don't know, because I'm not the biggest fan of animal testing at all, or animals in the lab. I've worked with them in the past. I've never killed an animal, but I used to do a degree in physiology back when I was back home in New Zealand, and yeah, they would kill the animals, they would take out their organs, and it was like, oh, no thank you, no thank you. But yeah, Eugen Steinach, he took like rats and guinea pigs, and he took the sex organs, like testes and ovaries, and transplanted them into the opposite sex of those rats and guinea pigs. So he transplanted male testes into female rats and female ovaries into male rats. And you know what happened? They started developing behaviors of the opposite sex. And what that showed was that hormones played a big role in, in the mental and psychological aspect of gender and sex. And also, he wanted to see if there were any changes in like body shape, fur, vocalization, as well. And back then, he saw that there were physical traits that changed as well in terms of fur, body composition, fat distribution, even behavioral things such as aggression. So I found a lot of people writing about Eugen Steinach, but I really wanted to read his words. But one of his books is like £387 on eBay, and I think that's out of my budget. So Eugen Steinach was born in 1861 to Jewish parents. His father and grandfather were both physicians and worked in physiology primarily. Eugen Steinach in his later life suffered a lot due to the Nazi regime, being in constant flight. His wife committed suicide, and he just died alone, disillusioned. His entire works and library of research was destroyed as well. I did find a direct quote from Eugen Steinach in this paper. Basically, he's talking about bisexuality and how each sex has the potential to develop as the opposite sex, which is quite interesting. So his quote is, "Between a real man and a real woman, there are innumerable others, some of which are significantly characterized as belonging to the intermediate sex." So what is he talking about? Basically, I think what he's talking about is a spectrum. There is a spectrum from man to woman. Things are not binary. Sexuality is not binary. It can be so different. So his experiments and his research really paved the way to create a birth control as well as the synthetic estrogens and progesterones for HRT. Without Eugen Steinach, we wouldn't have HRT. We wouldn't have the modern transgender medicine that we know today. Thank you so much for listening. I'm going to just link down the article in like a Google Drive link or something like that, so that you guys can have a read of it. Yeah, I mean, if you like more content like this, please subscribe and like. And I'm so excited to be on this journey. Thank you so much.